Hi everyone, this is Heather from Heather Active. Today we're going to do a mat Pilates workout for our work from home warriors out there. We know that working from home, we tend not to move as much throughout the day. Personally, I find my hips get really tight. I tend to roll my shoulders forward and kind of round through my back a lot. So we're going to work on kind of opening up through those hips, through the shoulders, kind of build that posture from the ground up. You don't need any equipment today, just your mat. And we're gonna get started lying down on our backs with our knees bent and feet flat on the floor. So come lying down, we're gonna start with a nice little hip mobility to get started here. So we're gonna open that left knee out to the side, extend the left leg long on the mat, kind of dragging that foot along the floor. Turn the leg back to parallel, so your knee's pointing towards the ceiling, and then bend that knee back in, sliding it back in place. We'll stick with that left leg to start, opening it out to the side, extending long, turning back through center, and bending the knee in. We'll just move through this a few times. And what we're really doing here is we're kind of stirring that thigh bone in the hip socket a little bit. So when you think about sitting at your laptop or your computer, really we're flexing our hips constantly in that seated position. So today we're going to work on doing a bit more work to extend through the hips, kind of that opposing motion for the muscles. Good. Let's do one more like this. Good. Now little brain teaser here, switching directions. We're going to extend the left leg long. Externally rotate, so the knee is turning out towards the side, bending that knee in, and then turning it back to the start. Very nice. We'll just do two more like that. And last one. Good. Let's switch over to that right leg. So same idea, opening right knee out to the side, extending the leg long on the mat, turning it back to parallel, and then bending the knee back in. Good. And while we're here, we want to stay nice and still through that opposite side. So watch if that left leg wants to start wiggling around a little bit here. I'll try to keep it nice and stable. Let's do one more this direction. Good. Now switching directions here, extending right leg long on the mat, externally rotate, bend the knee, and then turn it back into the start. Now we also want to watch here that we're staying in a nice neutral spine. So if you were to put your hands on your hips, they would be roughly parallel to the floor. And you'll probably have a little bit of space between your low back and the mat. Nice, last one. Very good. From here, let's walk those feet out so they're just a bit wider than your hips, so maybe about mat width apart. And let the knees fall over to the left, come back through center, fall over to the right. It's a nice little windshield wash of the knees from side to side. It always feels so good. Nice. Let's go for one more each direction. Very nice. And other way. Excellent. From here, hug both knees into your chest, curl up, making a little ball, and start rocking and rolling yourself forwards and back. A little massage for that spine. Let's take a couple to get up here. Good, last one. Rolling up and coming to that seated position. All right, from here, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees for a little bit of work for that back of the body as well as our core. So from this position, let's just start getting ourselves grounded here with our shoulder stability. So keeping that lower body stable, pull that belly button up towards the spine. We're just gonna move through the shoulder blades here. So as you exhale, let's puff up that upper back, press away from the mat so that you feel the shoulder blades spreading apart. And then inhaling, kind of start sinking the chest down as the shoulder blades squeeze together. Nice. Puffing up here through that upper back and then lowering back down. Very good. This is a great way to kind of find that range of motion through the shoulder blades here as they protract and then retract. And this will help you kind of strengthen through the back here, improving your posture. Nice, one more. And then we're coming back into kind of a neutral position about halfway through. From here, let's reach the left arm forwards and then place it back down. Right arm lifts forwards and lower. So we're going to start small with a few like this here. Reaching forwards and lower. One more each side, and then we're going to add on from here. Nice. From here, we're going to reach the left arm and right leg, lifting up to shoulder height and hip height. Keep pulling your belly button in towards your spine, and then lower both down together. Switching sides, right arm and left leg lift, and lower back down. Good. And we're trying to find that conveyor belt speed, moving at the same speed on the way up as we do on the way down. Excellent. Very nice. So again, finding that nice extension through the back and coming back in. Good. Let's do one more each side, reaching long, coming back in. And last one here. Very nice. All right, from here, let's get a little bit of a stretch for that upper back before we move on. We're going to take that left hand, slide it behind your right hand to bring your left shoulder and cheek down to the mat. From here, we're extending the right arm long in front of us. Finding a nice twist here. Good. Take a breath. And then slide that right hand back, pressing yourself up. Back into that tabletop. This time, right hand slides behind the left, coming down onto that shoulder and cheek, and then extending the left arm long. Very nice. Should feel like a great stretch for that upper back. Excellent. Slowly sliding left hand back, pressing yourself back up here. And then we're going to sink down onto our fronts here. So we're going to start off with those elbows wide, hands stacked on top of each other. Legs are long, and those legs are engaged here. So we're going to start off just moving through the upper body, but we want to keep that lower body still active. So think about kind of flexing through the quads, pointing the toes, keeping those legs active. As you exhale, we're going to lift the head and chest up away from the mat, and then inhale back down. Nice. Exhaling, lifting up, and inhaling, lowering back down. Good. Couple more like this. Very nice. Now on this next one, if you want to add on, maybe we lift those arms up with that head in the chest. So as you exhale, head, chest, and arms lift, and then lower everything back down. Nice. We'll do two more like that, lifting up and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Very nice. From here, reach both arms straight out in front of you, making kind of the number 11. We're going to lift the right arm and left leg up, and then lower back down together. Left arm and right leg lift, and lower. Good. So we're alternating side to side here. Nice. Now you can stay here, or if you want to add on, we're going to turn this into almost like a little flutter kick, little swimming motion here. So we can keep everything lifted and then just switch opposite arm and leg in the air for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Very nice. All right, from here, take those hands just beside your chest. Your elbows are tight in towards your body. We're going to curl the toes under and then slowly press ourselves up into a plank. Now, options here, if you don't want to go into a full plank just yet, you can keep your knees down. Otherwise, we'll press everything up. So from here, we're going to keep those elbows down by our side and then press yourself up into this low plank. And then slowly lower back down. Nice. Exhaling, lifting up. And inhaling back down. Again, option. You can come onto your knees as well. Let's go for 4 more. Nice. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Excellent. And last 1. Lowering back down. Slide those hands back. Press yourself up into a nice upward dog stretch here. Taking a breath. And then slowly slide your hips back into a child's pose. Nice. Rolling your way back up here. And you are all done. Thanks for joining me for this quick little 10-minute workout for our work from home warriors. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.